When we start programming a series of concerts, I always go back to Ken Tribe, who was one of the great leaders of Musica Viva for 60 years. And he always said, to work with Musica Viva, you need to lead and to follow. So you need to give audiences something that you believe they want and have never thought of. You need to listen to them, you need to follow their responses, but always you need to excite and stimulate as well. And simply being reactive isn't good enough. So you actually have to come up with programs that are adventurous, that push the edges, but also respect people's wishes, what they like, what they admire. And it's a combination of all these things, but also then you've got to add into that, what does the artist want to perform? There's no point forcing an artist to play music they're not interested in. Most of them won't, but a few occasions where we've perhaps manipulated artists into music they weren't so fond of, it's a mistake. So there are many things that need to be borne in mind, not least of which is if you're going to program a Beethoven string quartet, for instance, when was it last played in the season? You can't just have everybody's favourite piece of music played every year. It's just too boring. So we keep very careful track of what is the recycle time of works. Particularly, for instance, in 2011 with the Eggner trio, we've had a number of very fine piano trios over the last few years. They've actually played all of the major piano trio repertoire in the last 4 years. We've pretty well run out of great piano trios, but in fact we haven't. And the Eggner trio came up with a few that were very interesting this year. The Sanson, second piano trio, I don't think we've ever programmed. And partly because his first piano trio was rather trite. And people tend to get turned off by it. The second piano trio is not. It's actually a very interesting work. And this was something that the Eggner boys came to us with. They said, oh, do you know this Sanson? It's really rather good. And that is the way that programs tend to happen.